Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Claire. This is Polly Put the Petal On. You know, I've just said welcome back. You may be a visitor, in which case my name is Claire and this is Polly Put the Petal On. Today guys, I'm going to be doing a wreath. I've brought some lovely colours to the table. Now this is the wreath that my partner wants me to make for the gift to whoever he's gifting it to. It's going to be a door wreath. I'm using dry sec 12-inch Oasis ring. The back is 100% recyclable and it says there. However, you do need to dispose of this. But we're not talking about disposing, guys, because it's going to be used and it's going to go on a door and we're going to make it as pretty as possible. So to the table, I have in this bag that I have trimmed off a garland. I have some lamb's ear. Now this isn't the most top quality lamb's ear, but it's going in a wreath. You know, my top quality lamb's ear is over there and they're on stems. This is, you know, it's perfectly acceptable to be putting into a wreath because that's not the what am I trying to say here? It's not the main feature. Do you know what I mean? The flowers will be the main feature. And I'll show you the flowers now. So to the table, I have brought some beautiful colours and beautiful shapes and flowers. So I've got some hydrangea, I've got some lisianthus, I've got some lavender, I've got some mint thistle, I have got some peonies, and I think that's hydrangeas, lisianthus, peonies, mint thistle, and I'm not saying that I'm going to, oh, I know what I've got here as well. I've got this sea holly, which is absolutely gorgeous for added texture. So we're gonna, now they are gorgeous colours, aren't they, guys? So we're going to work with these and we're going to see what we can come up with from a partner. Now I've looked at this and I'm thinking to myself, do I want to cut that? Now let me see. So I will cut one. Because on there, guys, there's 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. So if I did it in 2s, and I'm just going to try. I'm just going to try one, and then I'll tip you down. Yeah, I think that's perfectly fine. So I brought, you know, I've put the glue on, but you know, this Oasis is perfectly secure enough for your things. So I'll just take that out a minute and replace it. So we're just going to go round. I perhaps could have cut these before, but I wasn't How are you guys? Hope you're all really well. I'm filming this on Friday. I probably won't post till Sunday. So I really do hope you're having a great weekend. I haven't really got anything planned. Oh, actually the car's going in for its MOT. So keep your fingers crossed for me, guys, because I'm really not wanting to spend any money on it. I'm just going to stand up here. Yeah, I'm not wanting to spend any money on it, guys. I hardly drive it because fibromyalgia makes me so weak at times, and also when I'm fatigued and stuff with it, so it hardly gets moved off the drive. My daughter learns to drive in it. So yeah, that's going in for its MOT tomorrow morning, which will be Saturday. And so it's going in the morning, and I don't want to be crying at lunchtime. Just want to have a look at that. Yeah, it's fine. I'll keep going. So all we're doing really is going round clockwise. With the sides and the so it started off as 12, but it's going to come out at least an inch extra either side. So what's that, an inch extra? 12, 14. You see how good I was at my maths? So we can see how we go from here. I probably needed to add a little bit more lambs here, but we'll see how it pans out. Yeah, I feel as if I need, let's see, where was it? I need something here. We'll see how it pans out when I start adding the flowers. That will do for now. Right, so these I haven't got, I will need the glue for these because I'll have to find some stems, which I've got some here, and I'll just put them on the end of them, minus the greenery, like that. So I want a focal flower, and I think, so I've got 2 bunches of these. Can't decide. I may use these Melisianthus, so. So I'll just cut these down, guys, and I am going to add that greenery as well off there. Oh, what I meant to say to you guys. What I meant to say to you is, if you can see that, please excuse. Gosh, there's another plane. I leaned into my mascara brush when I was putting my mascara on, and I refused, absolutely point blank refused to take it off, because I'd just steamed the wrinkles out of it. So please excuse it. So I'm just cutting these heads off. When you do want to give yourself some length, because you want it to go into that Oasis, you know, because I don't know whether this is for a front door, an inside wall. You know, if it's a front door, it needs to be secure. So let's get back down. Now, let's go in with these now. Hear that wood pigeon? I don't know if you can, but if you can, that's one of my favourite noises. That's sounds, that is, of nature. A wood pigeon and a seagull, absolutely love them. I might need to trim these a little bit more, but I will. And I'm going to take those off and just have the, because they can be good fillers too. I've lost my pattern. So And already it's looking pretty lovely, guys, isn't it? What do you think? And then I think it's windy out there, folks, today. I think I'm going to go in with these. No, I thought I had 5 of those. So have I mislaid one? But it doesn't matter because let me just see. Yeah, can you see how it adds, how they add, instantly add texture, don't they? And certainly some interest. Because if you go for all the same shaped flowers, you know, you're not doing, they all kind of merge into one. Bad back there, guys. And so you're not doing yourself any favours, or your design any favours. So where's those stems gone? There they are. Oh, there's the 5th one. What a numpty. Take those off. Bear with, guys. So that was that one. Put that one on there. Well, we have that wood pigeon's still there. We have a wood pigeon that comes into the garden, and my partner whistles it down, and he's got a bad leg, so we know it's the same one. And my partner whistles him down, and he comes and gets his seed and whatever else we've got on offer for him. And he's super sweet. The dog's not fazed by him. He's not fazed by the dog. If we sat outside, he'll come and sit on the fence just above us there, and does this bobbing stuff, you know, as he's walking up and down the fence. So he's quite, I mean, he wouldn't let us go and pick him up or anything, but he's quite, you know, he's quite a friendly wood pigeon. And that is probably him cooing in the tree. Well, let's get back to this. Can you tell I love nature? Right. So. I wish I had another one there, guys, but I haven't, so, I mean, maybe I should leave those out. I'll just hold it up. And now I am going to, well, I'm gonna put some of these in. They were off those little bushels. So I'll just stop these. In and around. Now my radiator's having a whistle, folks, so please excuse that. Now I've got white in this hydrangea, and that's why I've brought some white to the table, because I do believe that although these are beautiful colours and they are different tones, they need to be broken up. So I'm going to break some of these pips down, folks. You know, those pips. Take those pips off, break them up, and dot them about. I was just thinking to balance that, but it's going to be thingy anyway, so I'll just go with sorry guys, just let me see what you can see. Right, okay, yeah. So I've gone there. And now I'm going to pick up that white. I think this is looking absolutely lovely. Very nice and full. And just lovely. So I'm going to pick up that white now. They're all there. I'm looking for them. Bring it out a little bit. And make sure you get, as I've told you before guys, make sure you get round your edges, because it will be seen from the side as well as the top. That little one came off. I want to hold that up. That pip's too big, so I'm just gonna I'm trying to push that through a leaf. Now I'm going to hold it up. Right, it's sparse here, guys, this side. Yeah, because you can see my gap. So now I have got down the petal shed. I'm definitely just going to add some my back's dreadful. You know when they say fibromyalgia has widespread pain, they're not joking. Just standing up does me in. It's in my shoulders, it's in there, and then it's down the bottom. It's bizarre. Anyway, stop feeling sorry for myself, but I did have to mention it because I couldn't have carried on. You know, I was wincing. Right, so, ow. I definitely need something here, and I think I'm going to use these buds, well, one of these buds maybe, but that's not going to be enough, folks. So I think I might have to buzz off, go down the petal shed and just get another hydrangea. Hydrangea? In fact, I don't need to, it's just over there. One minute. There we go. There we go, that's better. Right. Let's finish this up, guys. All I'm going to do with that is just, now isn't that lamb's ear gorgeous? All I'm going to do with this is maybe add a little bit more lamb's ear in bits and pieces of places, because there's just a few spots. That's the thing when you're working with, the difference now with me working with this Oasis is it's got to be covered. When I work with an evergreen wreath base, you know, it's an evergreen, you know, so even though it's a Christmas texture, it really just blends in with all the other, you know, because I disguise it as something else with I add greenery to it and make it look different. But if there is any of it showing, it just blends in because it's the same colour, you know, it's the same, but you know, like there, let me show you, I've got a gap there. Now you can't have that, and so the beauty of these is, you know, yes, it's easy, straightforward, you're just going straight in and stuff. The disadvantage is it needs to be covered. You've got to cover your mechanics. And so that's what I'm doing now. Do you know what, out of that bag? I love lamb's ear. I did my sister's casket was a white teardrop wicker casket. And I did 2 garlands with lamb's ear and pink roses. It was absolutely stunning. Nothing but the best. Do you know, my partner makes me laugh sometimes, because well, he makes me laugh a lot of times. He will come in perhaps later and look at this, and he always offers me his advice, guys, as if he's a florist himself. So I want to pull that out a little bit, because that's kind of... So let me see now. I want a little bit more colour over here, I feel. So at this point, yes, that is perfect. It's not the biggest wreath, guys, however, it's beautiful. But I still need to do these gaps. Can you see now? Can you see that? I still need to fill that in with the greenery. I'm not adding no more flowers to it because that's product. So I will now go in with this, because this has been trimmed off a garland anyway, so and maybe that's what I should have done, but I anticipate I should have gone around all around the edges, but I anticipated that these flowers with them being quite big. You see, I've done my training, but every day's a learning curve with floristry. But you know, if you are thinking of doing any floristry or anything like that, you really ought to study it properly and go to college. And I mean college, not one of these online jobbies, because they're just bobbins. You know, with a hands-on teacher, so that you're there and you're doing the practical, and then you come away. That's what I did with my night class. You come away and you do your paperwork, your theory, and there is a lot of paperwork. But do you know something? They teach you so much at college. That's invaluable to the industry. And you know, I'm on a lot of florist forums, and do you know what? They work hard, florists do. You know, not only that, they work in the cold too. They have to layer up in the morning. They have to get up really early in the morning to get to market and stuff. And people think, you know, that they earn a ton of money, but you know, especially now with the COVID and the Brexit, the flowers have gone sky high, and their bills are tripling. Sorry, not doubling. They're tripling. Their bills are triple. You know, their flower bills. And the other thing I find as well, guys, is that people are quite intimidated to go into a florist, and I don't know why. And I think it's because of the price and stuff, but they will accommodate you. You know, they're not going to laugh you out of the shop, but then don't go in with an unrealistic price, because flowers are expensive, especially fresh flowers. But you know, with the supply and demand and Brexit and COVID at the moment, flowers are through the roof. They really are. And how supermarkets do it, I don't know. But then they are taking food off them florist tables, them supermarkets. So yeah, if you ever want anything, you know, just pop into your local florist, and they'll be more than happy to help you, because it's their job. And not only are you paying for flowers, but you're paying for their experience as well, and their knowledge. And they'll not steer you wrong at all. So back to the college bit, you know, it really is worth, if you're looking into that's just my advice, guys, you know, because like I say, over 30 years ago I did my level 1, and 2 years ago in 2019 I did 3 units in my level 2, and I absolutely loved it. And it really does pay off, because you can see, you learn about your flower shapes, you can see everything. And then I think the rest is up to you then as a designer. You know, you learn your elements and your principles, and there is a lot of elements and principles. And you learn your design, and you learn about your flowers, and you learn about your shapes. You know, you learn about your costing. I will show you my books one day. I don't want to bore you, so if you're interested in that, just give me a thing. But you know, you learn so much, and it's definitely worth it. So guys, I think, let me hold it up to the mirror. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. The only thing there is that it's bugging me, because I feel as if it's too far down now. So I'm going to take it out and put it back in. And just put that under there to highlight it. So that is that. What do you think, guys? So I'm going to be doing I'm going to be doing a giveaway, as you know, and it will be something like this. Not these pins, because I haven't got them. But you know, I'm going to do a wreath, or maybe a door hanger or something. And but I think that's lovely. I really, really do. What do you think, folks? Do you know that? I feel as if it needs, because you can see when you hold your stuff up to a mirror or the camera, you can see that's better. Did you hear that? That's better. You can see your imperfections, and because, you know, I certainly wouldn't send anything out unless it was perfect. So to me, I love it. See what I mean? I'm going to pick on it now. You should know me by now, guys. Right, now that really is. Do you like it? It's all balanced. It's all going, your eyes going, you know, takes your eye round it. It's not unpleasant. I may need some greenery there. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, and I love that. To me, that looks bunched up there when on camera, but in actual fact, it's perfectly balanced. Beautiful. I overlook at stuff, don't I? I'm shocking for it. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. And like I say, it's Friday today. Hope you have a lovely weekend, but I'm going to be posting this on Sunday, so I hope you're having a lovely weekend. I'm going to post it on Sunday because I only did that skincare video, and I don't know whether I said this, but please excuse my second day with that. I'd hardly slept with those patches. And I was looking rather pale, you know. It was because I knew I'd got to get up. And not only that, when I do get up first thing in the morning, my blood pressure's shockingly low due to medication and the fact that I've been laid down all night. But so I looked really pale, and yeah, I looked dreadful the next day, didn't I? Yeah, just getting back to you on those patches, I have decided to use them as part of my skincare regime. I don't want to sleep in them again, to be honest. The most comfortable were the eye ones. Like I say, these came off, but I have night sweats. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use them as part of my regime. So each night, before I go to bed, each night when I'm sat watching TV, I'm going to have them on, you know, because you can use them as little as 1 hour to 8 hours. I'm going to have them on, and then when I go to bed, I can put my retinol on and all that sort of stuff on, you know, having used the patches, and then hopefully get up looking like, I don't know, Cinderella about to go to the ball. We can live in hope, can't we? So that's it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Beautiful wreath for my partner to gift, and yeah, I really like that. I am going to add some more colour there in the shape of these buds. So but apart from that, it's perfect. And you all have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you really quite soon. Don't forget that giveaway, folks. If you want to be in with a chance, you do need to be subscribed, and I'll be talking about that within the next couple of weeks. Take care, folks. Bye.